84% of child care centers in Arizona are experiencing staffing shortages, and nearly half of those are serving fewer children. That's according to a recent survey from the National Association for the Education of Young Children. But as Cronkite News' Rob Winder reports, a new grant is available to help those watching your little ones get the workers they need.
For preschool teacher Dennis Peoples, educating our youngest minds is truly a collaborative process.
I have an idea of where I want a lesson to go, a direction, but then my students come and take it in a whole nother direction, and it never ceases to amaze me.
Peoples says his classroom assistants are also a significant part of that process.
They put their fingerprints on our classroom as much as our students.
Peoples has been fortunate enough to have stability with his classroom assistants during the pandemic, but some of his colleagues haven't been so lucky.
I know of coworkers and peers that, they've had 2 or 3 different assistants during an academic year.
In a recent survey of Arizonans working in early childhood education, 45% said recruiting and retaining qualified educators has become more difficult since the beginning of the pandemic. And nearly 80% of respondents to the survey identified low wages as the #1 challenge to recruitment. As prospective employees were either content to rely on pandemic unemployment or have found that they can make more money working just about any place else. To help child care centers address the problem, the Arizona Department of Economic Security is now offering grants of up to $10,000 per month from now until mid-2023. The money comes from the American Rescue Plan.
It's a steady financial source to be able to really go out there and recruit, offer retention bonuses.
The department estimates there are nearly 3,000 licensed child care providers in Arizona. And at last count, almost 1,900 have already been approved for the program, which started issuing payments in August.
That's totaling to just under $12 million of financial support that will go out to those providers each month.
Preschools in the Madison Elementary School District are funded by parent tuition, not the public funding K-8 schools receive. And since enrollment hasn't quite returned to pre-pandemic levels, the grant money will help make up the tuition shortfall so the preschools can maintain their current staff.
It's really in everybody's benefit to keep that staff consistent as long as possible.
And it's also to everyone's benefit for preschools to have staff who have the passion for their jobs that Mr. Peoples and his assistants have.
I think for me personally, this is a labor of love.
From Mr. Peoples' classroom, Rob Winder, Cronkite News.
Money from the grant can also be used to cover other costs besides salaries and bonuses. And for those providers who have yet to apply, it's not too late. The application will be open for the duration of the program, which will run through June 2023. For more information, it's available at des.az.gov.